Yo, what's going on, guys? Bexio back, and today we got a brand new video talking about why there is not a lot of Modern Warfare beta gameplay on the channel. But first, this gameplay is ripped straight off of my Twitch stream, which is kind of a reason why there's not a ton of gameplay on the YouTube channel. But there's no audio with this because it is ripped from my stream. I was listening to music, so can't use any of that. It's copyright and all that. But there will be some nice background music to go on this video, as well as some me talking. So back to the point, why I didn't upload more than, I think this is going to be the third total Modern Warfare beta gameplay video on my channel. This is going to be the third one, and the reason for that really is pretty simple. First of all, I was streaming a lot of it. I was rather going on Twitch and streaming the gameplay and streaming everything, having a little bit of fun with it. And when I'm doing that, I don't like ripping stuff from the stream because I just don't think it's like the best quality it can be. I will do it here and there, and I had good gameplay that I put out the last video, so that I ripped off my stream. And this I did too, because it's a sniping gameplay that was alright. You know, started off really hot and then cooled down and then finished okay. But I wanted to get gameplays out. I really did. But I wanted to stream at the same time because I was going to be playing the game like hours a day. And if, like, recording for YouTube, you just don't use all of your footage. You know, I could record for an hour or two and, you know, get one game, two gameplays, and that would be that. And I would rather stream for those 2 hours and rip stuff off the stream, even though I just said I don't like doing that. I really don't, which is, again, why there's not a ton of stuff coming out. But I don't think the quality's there. But that's not like the main reason. The main reason is I think I played the beta too much. Like, I played it way too much because I just got used to these 3 maps, and it was like bashing your head in a wall. Like, coming back to this and playing only these 3 maps over and over again with a level cap of 20 that they eventually put to 30 in like the last day and a half of the beta or something. But, you know, with the same guns, the same attachments, the same maps, it was literally just not really fun overall for me. It's just kind of like running around, bashing your head in the wall, and seeing what can happen in pubs. Like, it's not even competitive, where even if it was the same 3 maps in a competitive scene, at least you have the difference of like strategy into it, winning and losing, learning from what you're doing, building chemistry with teammates, you know, doing all that type of stuff, which is more fun and will make the time go by faster than like running around in pubs and just getting kills. Like, that just isn't fun. It's just not really fun. I'd rather be playing competitively, you know, playing against people that I know are good or decent, and playing to win and win money and do all that type of stuff. I'd rather be playing competitive. It's very simple. But the repetitiveness of the beta, it just got to me. It just got there. Like, the first weekend of the beta, before I'd ever played any of it, before I'd ever seen any of it, when I got back, I got home, I hopped on the beta, turned on the stream, and I streamed for 5.5 hours or 6 hours, and it felt like it was 10 minutes. Like, it felt like it flew by. I was having so much fun. It was great, and the game is a lot of fun. It is a fun game, especially when they put the mini-map in. You know, that was the one big problem. Now they just need the red dots when people shoot on there, and we'll be all chilling. But for now, it was a good game when it first started, when the beta first came out, and I was having a bunch of fun. Time was flying by. It didn't feel like, you know, I was sitting there for hours playing. It felt like just minutes, and those minutes were hours. But for the second weekend, that was the first weekend, it was pretty good. Like, the first day, I literally played, I think I played like 7 or 8 hours of COD that day, just the first day when it came out. And then I continued to do that, continued to play like 6 hours every day of the beta. And the second weekend, I mean, it was like, cool, the beta's back. It's fun. It definitely is something to do, because right now, you know, in the off season, in where there's no COD to play competitively and all this type of stuff, and it's just, there's no real games to play. You know, I've been in a slump for just A, finding games to play, and B, finding videos to make and games to play on YouTube and stuff like that. It's been real tough to just do that. But for the second weekend, it was literally like one day. I didn't even play the beta at all one day. I think, how long was the beta? It was like Thursday to Monday. And I think I played Thursday. Friday, I think I played a little bit. Saturday, I don't think I played at all. And then Sunday, I played a decent amount. And Monday, played a little bit. And on Monday, when I heard they were extending the beta, I wasn't even, like, excited. Or, like I wanted to do this. Like, I was just done. I was over with it. 3 maps on pubs, not playing competitively is just, like, it's fun, but it gets really boring really quick, especially playing by yourself. Like, I was just solo queuing over and over again, and just got bored. I just got really bored. The one thing they did add that I wanted to make a video on was Ground War. It's like 32v32 now. I hopped into a Ground War lobby, and it was pretty laggy. You know, I'm not gonna lie, it was a little laggy. You could feel like the stutters, the slowness of aiming and stuff like that. You could feel that, and you knew that it wasn't like optimized and stuff like that. But it just wasn't fun to me either. Ground War wasn't fun. Like, I was thinking of making a video, and I was like, let me hop in and see what this is all about. See if it's fun. You know, see how I feel about it. And it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun at all. And it just reminded me of Battlefield. Like, directly of Battlefield. Right off the rip, I was like, this is domination with 5 flags, a huge map, there's vehicles. It feels like Battlefield. And I didn't really like that feeling. Like, I'm not a huge fan of Battlefield. Like, I used to play it here and there, but I was never a fan of the huge maps, vehicles, you know, having to travel so far to get into kills or engagements to try and get kills, and if you die, having to do that all over again. And that's just kind of what it reminded me of. That's what it felt like, was Battlefield with the huge map where you don't get, you know, instant or many engagements and stuff. Like, that's what COD is. COD is fast gameplay, always interactive, you're always engaged, always in engagement, trying to do something, and that just didn't feel like it to me. Even Ground War in COD is usually more hectic. You know, Ground War in normal COD is usually the COD maps with more people, and you feel like, you know, there's a lot more going on. And that didn't feel like it. You know, that's what I was kind of looking for, was maybe not like the huge maps. The maps were huge. If the maps were a little bit smaller, not like regular COD maps, because 64 players on a regular COD map is not going to be good, but, you know, make it a little bit smaller. Make it so you can not have to travel so far to get, you know, engagements. And I think it would have been more fun, but me personally, just not a huge fan of Battlefield and that type of, you know, gameplay of big maps, vehicles, having to travel to get kills and stuff, and hold down like positions instead of being able to push out and run around. So even though I got bored of that type of gameplay in the beta with just the 3 maps, you know, Ground War, it was so different that it just didn't feel like regular COD. It just felt like Battlefield. So that's about it. That's why I didn't really post the beta stuff. I was streaming it first of all, and then it got boring really quick. I mean, I'm just be honest. 3 maps, like I've been saying, the 3 maps, and one of them, like this cave map, not fun to play on. So, guys, as always, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video.